Okay, everybody. I'm a starting collector, and this is actually stuff that I just got. And first time out, I found some stuff, and I think I found something which a lot of people would be like the holy grail of games to just find in the field because it's like super rare and really hard. And I feel I got a pretty good deal for it. Actually, I went to a flea market first because I went to yard sales and flea markets, and at the flea market, I really couldn't find much stuff because I had like a bin of games that I bought, and I think the games were like $2 each, and there were a lot of like Nintendos and I think I saw some Zeldas and Marios, but some guy like from on the other side of things, he says, "I already bought those," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't really know, because he like was on the other side of the space and stuff. So I was like, okay, no problem. And I brought him over to him, and he like took them and he bought them. And I was like, damn, if I had been a little bit earlier, I would have got those because I did go pretty early. But then I went to another space, and then I saw some other games, and these were actually cool. I was going to get these like Metroid games. No, I'm sorry, Mega Man. I was getting Mega Man games. I was like, Mega Man, the guy had the whole collection, right? And I don't really know exactly what they're worth, but I think they're kind of getting expensive, right? So the guy was selling, like, he had other games, but there were ones I don't really want, right? So I was going to get Mega Man, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think it was 5, too. And I was bringing them up to the guy, right? And I was like, how much? And the guy's like, $5 each. And I was like, that seems like a lot. But I was like, what the hell? I'll go for it. But as I was, before I was going to pay the guy, I was going to pay him, this other guy yells out behind me. He goes, "I'll give you $10 each for those games," right? And I was like, I didn't really know you could do stuff like that, where like if like you're buying a game, somebody could yell behind you, right, and say, "Oh, I'll give you more money." And I didn't think it was cool, but the guy was like, "Well, dude, I'm taking the $10," and I was like, I was thinking, should he offer him like 11 a game or something? But I was like, it seemed like it was a lot for those games, so I just passed on it. I was like, screw it, like whatever. Right? So I didn't really get anything at the flea market. So I went to a bunch of yard sales. I went to like 20 yard sales, and like I said, for me, it's my first time out, so I thought it was kind of cool just driving around, and even though I wasn't finding anything, just talking to people about how cool games were and how like I grew up playing them, and it was so much fun when we were kids, and just the whole thing. And I'm like everybody else. I'm busy lately. I work a lot. Got a lot of stuff going on. I don't get to play much, and I thought it might be cool if I just started playing again. And with my buddies, we can hang out, drink beers, just chill, play games. What can beat that, right? Nothing better than that. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is it for me. This is number one, my first day out in the field. And so anyway, for my first day out, let me show you everything I found and I was able to buy. And I thought it was actually a pretty good deal. And I'm actually really happy about one thing I got. I got this GameCube. I actually bought everything from one person. It was like one yard sale where I found everything. It was kind of the end of the day, so I was surprised he had such good stuff left, right? But yeah, I got it, and I was like buying it, and I kind of remember the dude's name was like Kyle or something because he told me about his sister. He drew something for him, but I'll show you that later, right? So anyway, the first thing I got from him was this GameCube, and I paid $25 for it. And I wasn't going to buy it because I thought it would be hard to get the parts. But he was like, no, you can just go on eBay and get the parts for like $5 with free shipping or something. I was like, oh, really? Okay. So cool. For $5, and it only cost $25. And I was still iffy about it, right? Because it seemed okay price, no big deal. And I don't have a GameCube. And this one is kind of clean. As you can see, it's only got a little wear. But then he told me about this little Wavebird receiver thing. And he said that these are good. Because like if you have the Wavebirds, these are harder to find than the actual Wavebird controllers, right? And these are the things you need to they go in here, right? And then you can use the Wavebird, and you don't have to have the wires. And you know how annoying the wires are. It's like you can't, like my stuff is all the way like on the other side of the TV. It's like way cross, so I never have a controller cord that's long enough, So I was like, okay, cool, I'll get it, the Wavebird, because he told me like just the receivers alone, they go for like $20 or $30 by themselves, and he's just like, he didn't have the controller, so he's like throwing it in, and and he said he doesn't sell on Amazon, so he just likes to sell stuff at yard sales. So anyway, that was my first find, $25, and then part of this stuff I got from him was I got this Pokemon game. I got Pokemon Black, and this he gave to me for $20, which I thought was kind of like, it's okay price, no big deal. But I was there's something in there that I really wanted, and I negotiated him down on that because the label was messed up, right? and I kind of negotiated him down a lot. So I wound up like I paid his price for some stuff, and yeah. So anyway, I got a Pokemon Black, and he said it was complete with. Oh, all right. Crap. Okay, that's weird. He told me it was complete with everything, and I was really focused on the other game that I was buying, so I didn't really check. All right. Okay. All right. You know what? I better check these other games to make sure, because I didn't check anything really. Like, I didn't open up the boxes. I was just like, I wanted to get that game so bad because I was worried. Like at the flea market, somebody came up behind me and was like, "I'll give you, more money for the thing." And oh man, crap, shit. All right. Yeah, I was worried because somebody came behind me at the flea market and did that, right? So I was like, no, I don't. Fuck. All right. All right. You know what? I'm really kind of a little pissed at Kyle. But yeah. All right. You know what? I'm gonna look at the bright side. I got an Earthbound. All right. This is like probably the rarest. Nah, I guess it's not the rarest of all of the Nintendo games, but this is definitely one of the hardest ones to find, and everybody's looking for it, and just to find it in the field by itself. Now, I know this game is probably at least $200, right? And Kyle had like 100. I think he went like 150 because he had it like with other games, and all his other Nintendo games were kind of high priced. Like he had Mario's for 25, and he had Zelda's for like 30, and he had like Pokemon's for like 30s. I don't remember all the prices, but all the games were expensive. When I saw this for 150, I was like, well, I know it's an okay deal, but it's like missing the label. And I was like, well, who drew all that stuff on? And that's what he told me. That's how I remember his name. His sister's name was Kyla. He said, well, his sister Kyla likes to draw, so she drew like this picture on it, and she drew like the robot muscle dude, with the pecs and stuff, like the alien, like the muscle guy, whatever he is, and then she wrote Earthbound, and then she put flowers around him because of flowers or something. I don't really know. I haven't actually seen it. I just know about it because my friend was telling me about it. He goes, dude, if you ever see Earthbound, because I told him I was going to start shopping, like in a flea, and he was like, dude, if you ever see Earthbound, pick it up. And he was like, oh, that's like a $200-something game. So I was like, okay. So I remembered, because I'm good at remembering some stuff. And so she drew it for her, and she drew like another Earthbound on the side here, and smiley face, and then she wrote Earthbound again. And I guess that's how I noticed it. Like there was Earthbound written all over it. And I was like, and it was underneath stuff. So it kind of popped out at me, And then on the back, she drew like a spaceship in space, and it's shooting some kind of guy with some kind of laser beam or something. And here she drew. I tried to drop that. I'm so even though I laughed, I'm still pissed off about this shit. But whatever. And then she drew like an Earthbound, again words, and she put exclamation points. She did over here too. And then she drew another spaceship, and it looks like it's coming towards Earth across space on the back. So anyway. This, in my mind, I guess. I didn't say. I only paid $75 for it. I negotiated hard because the kid was telling me like he used to put stuff on Amazon, but he got kicked off or something or whatever. It wasn't even his fault, right? So he can't sell on Amazon. So he says he'd rather sell shit on Craigslist or eBay or whatever. So anyway, I paid $75. So if I would have paid, I'm just gonna forget it because I'm never gonna see that kid again, and I'll just forget that I paid $30 for this stuff that was empty. Because I did want to play these games. They're like, they looked like fun. But I have Earthbound, and I think for a guy's first time out, novice, not knowing much, and just to find this game in the field at the end of the day, where it had been passed up by a lot of other people who probably have a lot more money than me and probably know a lot more than me, to find this game. In pretty decent, I just remember these were empty, so I just figured it's actually a good idea. Yeah, you can see the pins are actually in there. So this is real. He didn't just sell me some stupid shell that they wrote like Earthbound on. But like I'm saying, and I mean, I honestly don't have a Nintendo yet to play it on. Because like I said, I'm a beginner, and this is actually the first system I have, and I don't really even have any games for it. But as soon as I get a Nintendo, I'm popping this baby in, and I'm going to be playing it with my friends. It's going to be great.